Guys, just general thoughts, beating the number 15 team. I think it's 7 in a row now, 5-0 start. What are your thoughts on this big win?
Just a great team win. We knew coming into this game that it was going to take all of us to win this game, and that's what it took. Offense, defense, special teams played great all around. So yeah, great team win.
Excuse my voice. I think for me, I'm reading through all the articles throughout the whole week. People are saying that we're the worst 4-0 team out there. They're writing us off. So I think my boys came in here with a chip on their shoulder. I think I told y'all on Monday, see if Washington can run with us, not the other way around. So that's my answer. That's my answer right now. I'm turned up.
Yeah, for me, I think, for us, it started with the defense. When that defense gets going like they did in the first half, offense feeds off it, special teams feeds off it. And when you can put a team in a hole like that early, you got a good shot to come out with it. So, I mean, yeah, you're stacking it. Defense started it, offense finished it. But like Blake said, good team win.
Last week you guys talked about starting off strong, and it seemed like you did that, aside from, the first drives. How important was it to, come out and just, be assertive?
Huge. But shout out to the fans that came today. They made a huge impact on the game today. Them being loud, them catching them off guard. Got a few penalties because of them. So yeah, it's huge. Like you said, we had first drives, bad starts, but bend don't break. And we didn't break, we didn't fold. That's what I love about this team. Strong and love to fight.
Yeah, for sure. I think offensively, the message was take it one play at a time. And I think we did that, just executing each play as it is, not thinking too far ahead, not thinking about the touchdowns and what we need to get, just thinking about the play at hand and what Coach Kelly's calling. I think Coach Kelly and the offensive staff called a great game plan, as well as on the defensive side, preparing for their offense. And I think we went out there and executed really well, so I'm proud of my guys for that, for sure.
Dorian, you 3 touchdown passes, 1 running, you were hurdling, you were sidestepping, you were high-stepping. What did that feel like out there? Do you feel like you did change perceptions out there tonight?
I could care less about perceptions. I care about these boys in the locker room and seeing the smiles on their faces. The flash plays are cool and all, but I think I want them to run off the field. I want all those Washington Huskies over there to run off that field at the end of the game. So I don't want them playing no more. That's how I play. That's how my team plays. We're going to keep going until the whistles roll off.
Can you go through the sidestep, what you saw there and the move you made, and if you'd ever done anything like that before?
Yeah, I got you, Ben. I actually think it was the wrong read on that play. I'm reading the D end. He was obviously slower than me, so I thought I could beat him outside. But I should have gave the ball to Zach. But again, as you said, I'm going outside. I make my read. I see the corner out the corner of my eye crashing down. So I knew I had free space out there. Just timed it up really well, sidestepped and scored. So. But all in all, just trying to get in the end zone now. We got to keep the chains moving and keep the drives going. So I think just adding on points put pressure on their offense and their defense. So.
Dorian, you've been here for a few years now, and you probably have had better games statistically. But just from our perspective, I think a lot of things look easy for you tonight. Does it kind of feel like the culmination of everything you kind of worked for here, and did that game feel especially rewarding in that way?
Yeah, for sure. Besides watching all the film on them and studying them, the biggest game I watched was when we played them my freshman year here. Seeing that kid, seeing guys like Blay and some of the younger receivers that we had, seeing how we played against them, and then now bringing it to today and making sure that doesn't happen again. So I think, a lot of nostalgia for sure. But again, I'm glad to get the win at the end of the day. So.
You guys, 5-0 now. Just deserve to get ranked.
I believe so, but we'll leave that up to them.
I was gonna say, we'll let y'all decide that one.
And also for you guys, is this guy getting more hoarse by the week?
Sounds terrible.
Honestly, I'll get more horse by the game. I was letting them boys hear it.
Just get it back by Saturday.
Exactly. A lot of hot team.
Jake and Blay, what was your view of Dorian's like step back move in the? You were both chuckling before. So.
Oh no, I didn't see it actually. So when I seen the replay, it was just oh, like excuse me. Yeah, so seeing that and then the hurdle, like yeah, it just had us turn as a defense, gave us more energy. So yeah, it was great plays by this guy.
Yeah, it was cool. Well, I was on the sideline. That was that was a cool moment. That's all I'll say. Yeah.
Appreciate it, guys.
Hey Dorian, how important do you think it is for you guys offensively to not only be able to go out and score the 40 points like you did, but to be able to to close out the game there when you guys have the ball for pretty much like the last 4 minutes?
Yeah, for sure. I want to touch light on my offensive line. The boys played their asses off today, whether it was making calls, adjusting to their fronts, their pressures, especially towards the end. They send the nickel pressure off that last play. John picks it up real well. Huddy runs a great route. So all in all, just a great offensive game plan and great execution all around. So it wasn't just me, it was everybody involved. So.
Jake and Dorian, when the defense is rolling like that, how much does the offense kind of feed off that energy?
A lot. That's my 5 years. What I've kind of learned is, both sides of the ball feed off each other. So when the offense sees an opportunity like we had tonight, when the defense was rolling and getting those guys off the field, juices you up a little bit for sure. Then also, definitely a motivational factor without a doubt.
Yeah, it's kind of like blood in the water. You hear all week that it's going to be a shootout, it's going to be this, their offense is this and that, and their quarterback is this and that. So when our defense is out there rolling and shutting them down, it juices us up. We smell blood in the water, and we know we can go out there and attack them full go. So.
Jake, speaking about their quarterback being this and that, do you think your quarterback is this and that?
Yeah, I do. It's hard for me to say that in front of him right now, but yes, I do think our quarterback is this and that.
Well, what have you learned about him? Obviously, this is your first time playing with him. Blay has been seeing him for years now. What have you learned about Dorian, seeing him in games now?
I think it was in the third quarter when they swatted a ball up in the air, and one of their interior defensive linemen was about to come down with it, and he just put his helmet right in that dude's stomach. I think that tells you all you need to know about this dude. We feed off of him. We go as far as he goes, and I've learned that one tough dude. We're gonna keep following his butt. Excuse me.
Dorian, you said you were pretty turned after this game. There was a play where you pitched it to Zach and led the block and kind of laid your shoulder out. What about this game had you so hyped, and why were you sort of playing it the way that you played it today?
I love to compete. I love to compete. If we got to beat the best to play the best, or play the best to be the best, and y'all say Washington is up there, then damn right I'm gonna go full go and I'm gonna give my all. So I think that's just about being a football player. It has nothing to do with being a quarterback or anything like that. It's just about being a full-on competitor. I love to compete, whether it's Uno or football or anything. So yeah.
4, I would say, winnable games the first 4 weeks, and there were times when Coach pulled you out maybe a little early. Coach, I don't know, was playing the entire playbook. Did you feel like you guys had run everything the first 4 weeks, or were you guys holding some stuff back for a game like Washington, USC, Utah, things that you have coming up?
Coach Kelly's always got something up his sleeve. We're always, adding in new stuff every week, but I think we've been running the same plays. Obviously, we're going to mix them up a little bit here and there, but at the end of the day, it's us versus you guys. See if you guys compete with us. So.
Thank you.
Jake, this was your best game statistically as a Bruin. What did you see out there, and how does it just feel getting that big win, your first really big win, a big game and a big win for the Bruins?
Like you said, big win. That's what first comes to mind when you're walking off the field. Obviously, I was glad to contribute. But like Dorian said, Coach Kelly will scheme those guys up, and that's what he did this week. I was telling some guys on the sideline, all I had to do tonight was really be in the right spot. Made some plays, I guess you could say, after the catch. But the way, we schemed these guys and game plan these guys was cool. And again, I was just thankful to be there, be able to contribute.
And Dorian, you talked about it a little bit, but How much does this outside noise just fuel your fire and your competitiveness?
I love it. I love it. You know, I don't stay on social media 24/7 or all day, every day, like maybe most people think. But I do read it. I get notifications just like everybody else does. And if you think, you know, words don't hurt, they do. They do. And I always remember, even if I don't say nothing. And so we got a lot of things ahead of us. And right now we're focused on Utah. So.
We'll finish up here with Ben.
Jake, you obviously transferred in here. How much of it was playing with Dorian, and how much research did you do about like what that was going to be like, and how has it kind of matched what you thought it was going to be?
Yeah, that was all of it. Him and Sharps, 24. I wanted to play with those guys. That's why I came here. Obviously, we had some guys coming back up front. But like you guys saw tonight, probably made the right decision in following this guy and following 24 out here to LA. So I'm definitely glad I did. But yeah, these two played a big role. Play two.
All right, thank you guys.
Thank you.